Hey, what's up? So this one is about poverty. What is poverty? It's a funny subject, or it's actually not. But anyways, it's like, so I had an experience recently where I was over visiting with somebody and standing around a group of people, and somebody made the exclamation that they said, "Oh, well, Mexicans are poor people." And I called them out immediately. And I said, "Man, like what is poor? Like those people have a rich history. You know, if you're looking at the state of affairs in the world today, you know, you're looking at the last few hundred years. You know, like you got to take into account that the Spanish came there and took a lot of their resources, took gold and really disrupted their way of life, but prior to that, these people had grand civilizations. They had, or not had, have grand civilizations and culture, and like they're scientists. Like this is where the Mayan calendar comes from, and where there are structures which exist that defy modern building techniques. I mean like the people of these lands of Mesoamerica, I guess. So like, to say that these people are poor because of something that they've been going through for a relatively short period of time compared to the rest of like history, which is like very rich. And so it's like poor. When I think about what's poor, a lack of compassion, a lack of understanding, that's poor. Not like ignorance, that's poor. A lack of knowledge. So I guess there's nothing else to this. It's pretty simple. It was just something that really got my goat, and I try not to let that happen, but it's like, yeah, it's frustrating when people say things like that and just like disrespect a whole group of people in like a little phrase, thinking that it's something cool to say or something funny to say, or maybe they even think that it's correct because they never thought about it or looked into it at all, because if they had, then they wouldn't say things like that. So yeah, important to stand up for people when they're not around. I think that is something to do with integrity, is when you take a stand. I have no ties to these people. I have no vested interest, but I don't stand around while somebody else talks negatively around those who I understand to be innocent. I feel that it's super important that we defend each other's integrity whenever possible. Don't let people run their mouths, because if you do, then they will just continue to do it and talk poorly about others, until somebody finally says, "Hey, you know what? Shut up. You do not know what you're talking about." So that's the one. Save your breath. If you don't have anything better to say than silence, save your breath. O en español, si no tiene algo mejor decir que silencio, cállate la boca. And that's once again the difference between people who know what they're talking about and people who talk about what they know about. Yeah, sort of.